Morning. Good morning.
What's this day like for you guys?
For us, it's a normal day. We watched practice from yesterday and those things, but obviously we're down here to support the seniors, the guys that have exhausted their eligibility. It's a big day for our program. In terms of those guys, this is their job interview.
What kind of juice does it add to Maryland to have so many pro scouts in your facility?
I mean, it's not surprising. We've got some good players. We've got some guys that I think have the ability to play at the next level, at the highest level, as they've been able to show on film. But to me, it's great to see the turnout that we had today for these players, because the more people are here, the more opportunities that they have before them.
Lox, can you characterize this as almost like a job interview for these players?
That's exactly what it is. It's a job interview for each of the seniors, the guys that have exhausted their eligibility here. Some of the guys have already performed at the combine, but for the guys that didn't have that opportunity, this is their opportunity to showcase their skill set in front of, I think we got 34 different scouts from different NFL teams here.
Guys like a Jake Funk, somebody that went through the process and had success in year one. How does he almost serve as like an inspiration or a model for some of these guys working out today?
Well, I think it shows again that you don't always have to be invited to the combine to get that opportunity, and that you can come here to Maryland. You'll be developed the way you need to be developed. If you put the stuff on tape, the people will come here to evaluate you and see you. And Jake is a byproduct of the program, and I think he's opened up some doors for some of the other guys that'll have opportunities here today.
Have you ever seen Jared Bernhardt play football?
I actually went back and watched some of his high school film. A year ago, he came and worked out for us, and we tried to evaluate what position he would be best suited in terms of being able to help us. Obviously, went away, did a tremendous job leading his team to a national championship, and glad to see him have an opportunity as well, former Terp.
And seeing a guy like Nick Cross kind of perform how he did in the combine and have this opportunity, what does that do from a recruiting standpoint for you, talking about wanting to kind of keep things in the DMV?
I think anytime your players from your program have an opportunity to play at the highest level, and one of the things that since I've been affiliated with Maryland 15 seasons, we've had players drafted. I mean, as far back as guys like Vernon Davis and Sean Merriman going in the first round, to recently having back-to-back first-round picks in DJ Moore and Darnell Savage. So, for us, it just continues to showcase the fact that you can come here, be developed, and then have an opportunity to continue your career at the highest level here at the University of Maryland.
Jake was turning heads at the combine. What have you seen from him recently? What do you think about his chances?
I think the big thing with Chig is obviously the skill set, as his receiving ability as a tight end. The tight end position is kind of that one position that creates matchup advantages, and I know at the NFL level you're seeing more and more of the tight end becoming a major force in offensive production, and so he's a guy that has the ability to run routes, obviously showed the speed there at the combine, but he's also shown the ability to be a functional C area blocker, which I think NFL teams would love.
Talked a little bit about what Funk did last year. It seems like a lot of Maryland running backs making their way into the league the last few years. Looking at Tayon Fleet Davis, I know he's got a little bit of a road ahead of him to get it done, but what do you think are his chances?
I think he has just as good a chance as the other running backs that have come through here, whether it's Javon Lee, Anthony McFarland, Jake Funk. Tayon is one of those guys that I call a triple threat, a little more of a Swiss Army knife in that he's a guy that catches the ball really well out of the backfield, was productive as a runner, does a great job in pass protection. And so I think what he was able to do on the field last year, being kind of our number one runner, showed that he's able to do the things to be productive as a running back. And today will be a big day for Fleet, and I think he'll do well.
This may not be an easy answer, but how do you impress the scouts in this type of setting? Is it just, frankly, all numbers based?
You know what? I think the biggest way to impress scouts is the film. They come here to see the workouts to either validate or to find out kind of the information they need to know from a testing standpoint. But I still think the best evaluation is the film, and I think most of the true NFL evaluators, they spend more time on the film than they do necessarily reviewing a 40 time or vertical jump.
Hey, Coach. I was wondering how the way you guys run your offense, how you think that prepares someone like Shig for the next level?
You know, our offense is a pro-style system. You know, when you ask what we run, we're a pro-style spread offense. We play through multiple personnel groupings. As you see, we've used Chig as an inline blocker. We use him as a detached receiver. He can play either the 1 slot, the 2 slot. There's times we've lined him up in the backfield. You know, our offensive system is very versatile, which allows the players in our system to really showcase the things that the NFL is looking for. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.